The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, has expressed disappointment at the region's vote in the general elections of 2023 for President Bola Tinubu. Recall that President Tinubu received the most votes from the region when running on the platform of the All Progressives Congress APC. Abdul-Azeez Suleiman, the forum's spokesperson, declared that the region would prioritize unity and consensus when choosing a candidate for the nation's highest office in subsequent polls, especially the general elections in 2027.
Well, he went on to say that the region would pick a candidate who is seen as more inclusive, less contentious, and more in line with the interests of all regions of the country. Well, the good thing is this morning we're being joined by Director Publicity and Spokesperson, Northern Elders Forum, Mr. Abdul-Azeez Suleiman. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. It feels good to see you again. And most importantly, it's quite one that makes me think on this note. I mean, there's a lot of complaints coming from this aspect of the president not being inclusive, not doing a lot and so on for the northern aspect or the northern area. Can you shed more light why there seems to be some form of unhappiness emerging from your area?
Yeah. You see, first and foremost, we want to clarify something slightly. It's not the Northern Elders that is regretting voting Tinubu, because in the first place, the Northern Elders did not participate in the process that brought Tinubu to power. The Northern Elders was all alone neutral. It insisted on comprehensive scrutiny of all the candidates. So the Northern Elders Forum did not participate in the processes that gave him the ticket and the processes that brought him to power subsequently. It was the Northern governors led by El-Rufai. I think if we can all remember when El-Rufai insulted all the Northern Elders for declining to support Tinubu. Now, what we are saying is that as elders, as representatives of the people of Northern Nigeria, we are telling the president that the North is angry, the North is frustrated and disillusioned. Most of the people were voted for him because of the sentiment of the Muslim ticket. That's that one we are sure of. But they did not heed our counsel. Counsel from the Northern Elders that candidates must be scrutinized to find out their level of understanding of the challenges in Northern Nigeria and their preparation for tackling them. So eventually Tinubu became president, and there were high hopes, I think, all over the country that he could bring about change quickly. But unfortunately, the entire country was disappointed, the North inclusive. You see, when the country suffers, when the economy of the nation suffers, the North bears the brunt more than other sections of the country because of, I think, its density, its population density, and its backwardness in economic strength and other things.
Okay, Mr. Abdulazeez, sorry to butt in. Sorry to butt in, please.
Now, the North.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry to butt in at this point. So, for clarity's sake, it is not the Northern Elders Forum that are angry. It is just the Northern Elders.
It's not the Northern Elders that is regretting voting Tinubu. You understand?
So who are they? Are they the Northern governors?
The Northern Elders Forum has no cause to regret because it did not participate in the process at all. It did not ask anybody to vote Tinubu. It stood firmly on conditions that all candidates must be scrutinized before a choice was made. So it's not the Northern Elders Forum that is regretting. It has no cause to regret whatsoever in for the failure of an action that it did not participate in. You see, the people that are regretting are the people that insisted on Tinubu, and the people that were deceived into voting.
So who are these people? So who are they? Who are they?
The voters that gave him 60% in the north.
Okay, so the northern voters, or you simply put the people from the north.
Northern voters.
Northern Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So why are they regretting?
They are the ones that are regretting votes, because you see they had high hopes. That was why they voted him, because they were they were thinking, they are apprehensive that he would bring a quick change to their immense problems. You see, they had problems of security. There are problems of security, economy, and poverty and other things in northern Nigeria, and they felt he could bring about some measure of change. But unfortunately, like I was saying, the entire country was disappointed, the north inclusive. His economic policies turned out to be rash. They turned out to be harsh, inflicting more harm on the populace than good. So you see, like I was saying, when the economy of the nation it becomes challenged, the north feels the pain more than other sections of the country because of our density, population density, and some lapses in the economy. So the north felt most primarily he would tackle the security situation in the region, but unfortunately, up to this moment, he's taking the same approach that has failed, the same approach followed by the previous administration, which has not worked. So you find that up to this moment, communities in Katsina, for instance, in Zamfara, Sokoto, Niger, and Kaduna states are still estranged. They are facing challenges, serious challenges, and the government keep promising that action will be taken. We're not saying that there is no action. Yeah, of course there is action here and there, but that was the same action that has been going on ineffectively since the 8 years of the previous administration. We were expecting something different, but they are still doing this, following the same approach. So honestly, the North, now see the level of inflation. People are hungry to a point where the entire nation, a worldwide protest had to be carried out. So really, the disappointment is there. The disillusionment is there.
All right. So now, if the Northern Elders Forum had the opportunity, or the Northern Elders had the opportunity to speak with the president at the moment, what are some of the changes you would like him to implement, or what are some of the things that you bring to his notice?
Most largely, as far as the North is concerned, is security that's their problem now. Policing our community is our problem now. We held the North held a security summit sometimes about 2 months ago, and we gave proposals to the government on how to involve the communities, to get the communities to own the fight, so that they cooperate fully with the security, let them know their own fight. But I don't think any action has been taken on that. So really, if we're given the chance, we'll be speaking, we'll be advising the government, we'll be speaking. We're elders, so we're not people who just smear administrations, no.
But if I may say this, some governors beg to differ in this thought. Some governors have said that the president is doing absolutely well, especially some governors from the north, one of which is Governor Zulum, who has also spoke highly of the president and other governors as well. So at what point can we now say that the president needs to do more, having the fact that some governors are saying that he's already doing well?
You see, governors are politicians. They are part of the problems. In fact, they are a major part of the problems. They are politicians, they press themselves. And besides, Zulum is from the northeast, where they've had Boko Haram, and we all agreed that even since previous administration, Boko Haram has been decimated somehow to some extent. Where the problem is right now is the northwest. So Zulum cannot speak for the northwest. We are from the northwest. We know what's happening. Ask Sina, let the governor of Sina tell the same thing Zulum is telling us. Let the governor of Zamfara tell us the same thing Zulum is telling us. I think even just last week, the governor of Zamfara state said the state is being overwhelmed by bandits. And United States, I think just 2 days ago, about 30 people were ambushed and killed by bandits. So for anyone to say that there is improvement in the security situation, in particularly the northwest and some parts of north central, it's joking.
So, looking at the last elections, looking at the last elections, you did say that the Northern Elders, were not a part of the democratic process or the process, the elective process that brought the current administration into power. Would there have been sorry, go ahead.
The Northern Elders Forum was part of the process.
Okay.
But what you are saying is it did not endorse Tinubu nor any candidate, because its conditions was that all candidates must submit to scrutiny.
So that's what I wanted to ask.
Selection is made.
That's what I wanted to ask. Was there any other alternative that the Northern Elders Forum would have preferred at the last election?
Of course, there would have been if the candidates had subjected themselves to scrutiny, proper scrutiny. Any one of them who had ready solutions for the North would have been unanimously a consensus candidate for Northern Nigeria. So I think what happened was we left it open for people to vote whom they wanted to vote. We did not try to persuade anybody. That was what happened.
All right. My final question to you would be that now that we have this, it seems that the Northern voters are threatening ahead of 2027 that they will no longer vote for President Bola Tinubu ahead of the second term. Can you confirm this?
Not that they will not vote. And if things go on this way, and he carries this burden to 2027, he should forget the northern votes. But if he changes, you see, the hope for every citizen is for development and progress, peace and stability. If we can have that, no one will complain. But I really am assuring you that if the situation persists up to election time, this administration should forget.
Okay. Anyway, in line with this conversation, so far so good. I think we've deduced the fact that it's not the Northern Elders Forum, but of course the Northern voters who are indeed speaking out. But then again, let me ask you,
yes,
it's barely a year into President Bola Tinubu's tenure. Don't you think we should give him more time?
And you see, it's not the Northern Elders Forum that are complaining first. If you look at it, within the first 6 months, the Amnesty International raised issues with the government was going. They said it has lost direction. And I think there is a foreign council or something, foreign council affairs or something, that also raised same issue. And before the Northern Elders Forum spoke, NNC, ASU had spoken. Even the Sultan of Sokoto had spoken. He drew the attention of the federal government that it was going the wrong way, that people are angry, and it was getting to a point where they couldn't even control the anger, the public anger. The idea of Kano also spoke. That was when you see there were these agitations even before the Northern Elders Forum intervened. So it's something that has been on, I think, from the outset of the administration, from day one. There have been anger over his his appointments, I think from the south, east, and the north also. So you see, it is something that has been on from day one.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. As we get more updates on this, hopefully the presidency can respond to the Northern Elders Forum and that we can start to see progress made and some of your expectations being met. Thank you for your time with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.